urgent claims from Iran. According to Tasnim news agency, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps has announced it targeted the office of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu as part of what it calls the 10th wave. The strike allegedly also included the headquarters of Israel's Air Force commander. If confirmed, this marks a dramatic expansion in the scope of declared targets.
In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful, the 10th wave of Operation True Promise. 4 began with the illumination of Kheibar missiles, opening massive gates of fire toward the occupied territories. A targeted attack on the government complex of the Zionist regime in Tel Aviv, attacks on military and security centers in Haifa, and an attack on East Jerusalem were among the objectives of the 10th wave. Previously, we had warned about the expansion of attacks on bases and the occupied territories of the aggressive enemy, and had already announced this.
The IRGC frames the move as a calibrated phase in an ongoing campaign. Leadership-linked infrastructure and senior command centers are now being cited as targets. The messaging signals escalation at the highest political and military levels.
The sound of sirens in Israel will never stop. Now we advise the residents of the occupied territories to stay away from the vicinity of military bases, security centers, and government facilities, and to immediately leave the occupied territories. The occupied territories that Netanyahu's government has forced you to live in have now become places of death and destruction.
However, critical questions remain unanswered. It is not clear whether Netanyahu was present at the time of the alleged attack. There has been no official confirmation from Israel verifying whether the Prime Minister's office was struck. The absence of Israeli confirmation keeps the situation fluid. In fast-moving conflicts, competing narratives often surface before verification catches up. The claim alone, however, carries significant strategic weight. As tensions intensify across the Middle East, the focus now shifts to confirmation, response, and potential next steps. Attribution rests with Iranian state-linked reporting, while Israeli authorities have yet to issue a formal statement.